our next comedian. He's a very funny individual. This Friday, you can catch him at the Windsor Comedy Club in Canada. This Saturday, you can catch him right here at Dr. Brins in Grand Rapids. Right fucking now, you're going to see him. Give it up for Darius Walker, everybody.
Woo! Thank you. Thank you. Give it for Mike, everybody. He kept it going, and he came through when the mic wasn't going. I would have panicked. I'll be honest. He runs a great show. This is a nice, beautiful crowd. Give it up for yourself for coming on out tonight. I like it. I like it. Lots of people, mostly white. I see a lot of white people always think town hall meeting. Anytime I see a lot of black people, I always think of something so much cooler. Let's feel you guys out. Here we go. I'm going to ask you guys some things. Chime back in. Chicken wings, flats, or drums, crowd? There we go. There we go. Someone hands you a piece of paper. You fold it hamburger or hot dog style? Hamburger. Good, good. Hot dogs, serial killers. All right. Just laying it out there. Last one, easy one. Reparations. Yes, yes. But are they coming? No, no, they're not coming. I do have an alternative solution. How about this? Every February, which is Black History Month, all black people get one wish. And if you're mixed or anything else in between, you get a $10 Subway gift card. Because you still get to have the white man make your dreams come true, just at a lower tier. It's like Hulu, but with ads. I think it'd work. I think it would work. I was telling that joke someplace, believe it or not, even more white. And I said reparations, and a lady in the back said, boo! I was like, boo reparations or boo they're not coming? She said, we all have similar histories. I was like, ooh. This must be one of those town hall meetings. Oh, it's tough. It's tough. I got a lot of white friends. It's been all right. And the thing is, you know, I got a lot of white friends in recent years. They know there's a difference between being black and being white, and as far as the social status and just is treated differently. And a lot of them, you know, they're going up, above, and beyond. They're just like coming up to me because, you know, we just had Juneteenth. They're trying to go above and beyond. He was like, hey, Darius, happy June 13th. I was like, ooh, happy St. Patrick's Day to you too. Oh, it's tough. Recently, they all came up to me. They were like, Darius, what can we do to be on equal ground? I said, guys, it's okay. We've been friends for many years. They're like, no, Darius, what can we do? I said, guys, go have a meeting. And they came back after that, and they said, we have an idea. I said, let me hear it. And it wasn't a bad one. They said, how about this? Every February, which is Black History Month, we watch one movie where a white person is not the main character. I said, all right, let's give it a shot. So year one, we watched a classic. It was called Osmosis Jones. Pretty good movie. Pretty good movie. And it was going great year after year after year. Till this year, we wanted to watch this movie. You may have heard of it. You may have not. It was called The American Society of Magical Negroes. It was only in theaters for 3 weeks, and it was pulled because of low ticket sales. And I get it. That's a hard title to pick. Like, imagine going up there, you know, that's a hard movie ticket to get as well, if you're white. And I think they could have came up with a better title. I got one right here. How about this? Tyler Perry presents Medea and the Sorcerer's Stone. Oh. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Hardest part of my life has always been dating. Not the easiest. I know. I look like this. Should be easier. And hardest time was during lockdown because you're stuck inside. You're on the apps. You're swiping left, right. You finally match with somebody. Where do you go during that period of time? All the restaurants were closed. You couldn't say, hey, let's go meet in the woods. Scouts honor. I'm not a serial killer. I'm going to need that in FaceTime. I did go on one day during that period of time. It did go very well. They still haven't found the body. Like my icebreaker was, how much true crime do you watch? She said, true what? And I said, I'll pick you up at 6. The signs were there. She didn't see them. Like I showed her with flowers, a card, real innocent like. It said, like, check this box for yes. Check this box for no. And it said, does anyone know you're here right now? No. You got to look for your red flags. I look for my red flags very early. My red flags, very simple as well. Here we go. You have to like black people. 2-parter. Your family does too. We see the problem. Because you meet somebody where you're like, well, I love him. Dad loves him. Grandpa's kind of quirky. I'm like, ooh, quirky. They're like, no. He has dementia. He doesn't know who I am. He doesn't know who my dad is either. It's like, well, the funny thing about dementia is you don't remember your loved ones, your family members. You still remember you don't like black people. It's like they keep that one backed up in the hard drive. Like he does remember Heidi's birthday, but does remember the day Heidi brought home Jerome. I get it. Grandpa's not good with numbers. Never forgets his colors. That one is for me. That last one's always for me. Now, you got to understand, though, people have their peaks and people have their valleys. People aren't great all the time. Like, think about it. R. Kelly, great musician, bad babysitter. Casey Anthony, bad babysitter, great murder mystery maker. I hear she kills. No, it's cool. Nude wearing eyeglasses. I call them eyeglasses. I wasn't really allowed to wear them growing up. My grandma was a real bully. And it's kind of weird now that I can see and hear my bully. It's like reverse cyberbullying. And she always believed real men don't wear glasses. I was like, wow, Grandpa wasn't blind. He was just the cheater. No. But I can't wait for that magical day where she goes to Florida, because, you know, we call Florida God's waiting room. So that makes hurricane season Judgment Day. Oh, it's cool. It's cool. You got to be honest with your family. You got to be honest with your friends. Me and my friends, we take a trip up north. We're honest all the time. We go sit around a fire. We play the finger game. Not that one. Never have I ever, you know. Put a finger down if you had it before. First round. Anyone been to jail before? A couple fingers go down. One guy puts 2 fingers down. Could have guessed it. And next round, I was like, chlamydia. Any burn victims here? Couple fingers go down. One guy puts all his fingers down. I was like, oh, that's kind of weird. I was like, let's do one more round. Gonorrhea, the clap. I said, put a finger down if you had the clap before. Couple fingers go down. Same guy puts all his fingers down. I go up to him. I'm like, so you know how the game works, right? You put a finger down if you've had it before. He's like, oh, I thought you put a finger down based on how many times you've had it. I was like, well, how many times have you had the clap? I've had to clap 6 times. Like, ooh, that's no longer the clap. That's a round of applause. Thank you. I enjoy some drinks. My coworker does as well. We went out not too long ago, and things got a little messy. We go out for drinks. We have our first round. I'm sitting there. I like domestic beer, a little easier. You can have like 8 or 12. She likes craft, a little stronger drink. We have our first round. I'm sitting there. So, Kim, how many of my domestic beers equal one of your crafts? She's like, oh, well, 2 to 3. It's a stronger drink. I'm like, got it. We do our second round, and I'm sitting there, well, Kim, how many of your crafts equal one of my domestics? She said, well, Darius, it doesn't work like that. You don't take bigger into smaller. You take smaller into bigger. It's like, we know how many pennies it takes to get to a nickel. You don't think about a nickel to get to a penny. I'm like, okay, cool. Third round, I'm a little smaller guy. I'm starting to feel the drink a little bit, and I got a little smile on my face. She's like, Darius, what's on your mind? I was like, well, are you sure you don't know? In that moment, Kim was sick of my shit. She takes her drink, chugs it, slams it down, says, Darius, do you want to go home with me right now? I said, does George Bush like black people? Because the signs were unclear like that. And she's like, no, Darius, I want you to come back home with me. I was like, Kim, you have a husband. She said, we're polyamorous. I said, I'm going to stop you right there. I'm also good at geometry. And so I like a free trial, so I went back. And we get there because our little argument, get there a little bit early, a little too early. In that moment, hey! In that moment, we hear a little bit of noise behind the door. Because we came home a little early, Kim's husband might be having a little company over. She peeks open the door, and in that moment, she can have 2 choices. She can either bust open that door, be loud and proud, or she could shut the door, we can go have a few more drinks. Kim chose option number 1. Kim kicks open the door, 2 heads come up, she catches her husband with another guy. I know what you're thinking. Score 1 for the gays. And in that moment, he panics, he runs towards the door, Kim pulls out a knife, stops him in his tracks, he's stuck like a toddler in a slide panel van. Nowhere to go. In that moment, Kim's husband thinks he can make a plea deal. He comes on up, he puts both hands together, he closes his eyes, he forgot. Kim is an opportunist. Kim cocks back him square in the face, he goes down. She later gets arrested. I feel like that's when I got my answer. That a fruit and 3 crafts equal 1 domestic. Thank you. Took you on the journey, right? Man, he is tall. It was like I was reaching up. I was like, man, this got a little height to it. I'll leave you guys on just one more. I have a belief. So might not be the most popular belief, but I'm a firm believer that escape rooms are a simulated way for white people to feel like a minority for 30 minutes. It's a game, kind of like how Grand Rapids is Sims 4 for the Van Andals. They do not care. They do not care. I feel like you don't see a lot of black people doing escape rooms, kind of same reason you don't see us on cruises. We're not falling for that one again. You guys been great. I'm going to Florida. You guys give it up for your host, Mike Logan. Oh yeah.
Darius Walker, everybody! Yeah! I'm gonna keep this in. I'm gonna hold the mic up right here so people don't have to.